Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here in the garage tonight, doing a little bit of goofing around. And I have a new mail call for you guys. But before we get into what's actually in the box, I got a little bit of a rant for you guys. And just take a look at this. And all I got to say is, seriously, Amazon? Seriously? Look at this box. That is absolutely obnoxious how big that box is. For what is actually in that box, you could probably fit 10 or 15 of those in that box. And I'll bet there's almost no packing material in the box either. So, come on. It barely fit through my door. But let me get my knife out here. Got the carrying the Harbor Freight Gordon 2.9 inch today. Really like this. But let's go ahead and open up this obnoxious Amazon box here. Jeez. Oh, there is at least one piece of packing paper in there. Definitely could have been packed in a way smaller box. I know they have smaller boxes because I've received them from them. But anyway, what we have here is the new Umarex Iconix. And this is a brand new release that they just came out with. This is a very budget friendly PCP that they just came out with. I'm thinking it's going to be competing head-to-head with their new Compete, which is the nitrogen PCP gun that they came out with. But this one is actually pumps up with a PCP pump or a bottle, and I'll use my bottle here. And has no iron sights, but let's see, it's got a side lever, cocking lever, 10-shot magazine. It really looks like the same magazine as the Notos, and I'm hoping it is, because that way I can use the Maple Custom magazines that I have here. But they say up to 1100 feet per second with alloy, 1030 with lead, so we'll put that to the test down the road. This is just the unboxing. This is not review or testing at the range or anything like that. I will pump it up and do a few shots on camera here tonight, but for now I just want to get it unboxed and give you guys a quick look at it. I've almost bought the Complete a couple times and I can't justify the shot count that thing is, or shot cost per shot that thing is going to have. You're getting 40 or 50 shots, 40 shot. I guess they're saying 40 good shots from a cartridge that's going to cost you about 12 bucks. That you do the math, and that's not not very good. Plus, you got to buy the pellets. Now let's see what you get in the box. So we have the gun, obviously. I'll set that off to the side for a sec. We have, now these magazines are bigger. At least they look bigger than the two magazines. Get a little baggie of extra O-rings. It's always nice to get spare parts like that. Hopefully we won't need them. We have a Allen wrench. I think that's for degassing it. And kind of was disappointed to see that this actually is coming with a fill probe. So another fill probe that we have to deal with. And it looks like it's different than the no-toes as well. So so they say up to 25 shots per fill in the 22 caliber. I think this is available in 177 as well. I'm not 100% sure. But let's go ahead and, all right, so it does come with no air in the tank. So right off the bat, here we go. Here is the, so it's got a nice rubbery feeling butt pad. It does come with a nice Picatinny rail up top here. It is plastic Picatinny, but that's okay. That's par for the course with these. So let me look here. Definitely is a different fill probe than the no-toes. Much different. But it does come with a single shot tray here. All right, I like that it doesn't set the safety anyway, so the safety is down here at the bottom of the trigger guard. I guess when it's on, you can put your finger in there and push it forward, but to turn it on, you got to reach underneath the safety. So, but I guess it had a little bit of air in it, sounds like. So let me do this. I'm gonna pause the camera, and I'm gonna just stick a red dot on here so I can shoot it here across the garage and fill it up, and we'll take a few shots with it. So stand by.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alrighty friends, well I am back. Change of plans here for tonight anyway. I filled this guy up, and it is a very, very barky little thing, and it does not, I thought this was a thread protector on the end here, but it's just a plastic plug that comes in about that far. So I'm gonna have to come up with some way to get a suppressor on this thing. I'll just do one unloaded shot for you guys so you can hear. It's pretty loud. And we'll get this thing out to the range pretty soon and do some testing with it. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool addition to the PCP collection. I did, so I measured this, and it measures about 18 millimeters. So I did send a text to Terry at Buckrail to see if, so he has this collet suppressor, and it takes a collet in the end here to slip over the end of the barrel, and then it cinches down with the collet so it self-centers. So I texted him to see if he's got an 18 millimeter collet, or perhaps he can make me one anyway. So far he sent me ones that are 11, 14, and 15 millimeters. I can't imagine it would be too much difficult to knock a couple more millimeters out of the middle of that collet, but for now we're gonna call this a mail call and an unboxing, and we'll get a look at this down the road. It looks like it's going to be a pretty cool gun. It's nice and light, but it doesn't feel chintzy, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So this one is in 22 caliber. It does have a meter on the pressure gauge on the end there. So it does have a burst disc right out front here, and this is where you're, oh crud, and you got a little cover here you can rotate around to cover up the fill probe port. So I have a little empty pellet tin that I keep all my fill probes in, so I know exactly where they're at. But that'll be pretty cool. So the Umarex Iconix claim up to 25 shots per fill. Up to like 1,000 feet per second with lead pellets. We'll see if that's the case. I don't know if there's any way to adjust like a hammer spring or anything. I don't see. It does look like you could unbolt this back here. I'll do a little more investigation on that before we do the first range trip with it. Probably just mount a scope up on it at this point. I was going to do a red dot so I could do a couple of plinking shots out here, but I don't see much point in that now. But we'll mount a scope up on it and get it out to the range, and it'll probably be a lot better. It's not horrible loud, but it's a lot louder than I really wanted to do in the garage here. So, but it'll be fine for out at the range or even out in the backyard, I'm sure. But just like any air gun, I really like to be able to stick a suppressor on there and be done with it. I do like that. So one thing that's kind of a bonus about having a fill probe on here, you don't have to worry about being able to fit your fill hose on the end like you do with some of these. And so if I put a suppressor on here, it's not going to be blocking the ability to fill it. So that'll be pretty cool. So, but we'll get this guy out to the range. It's definitely trying to fill a niche there with a few different other guns like the Beeman QB Chief and the Beeman Raider and the Crossman 3622, the under $200. It's definitely under $200, well under $200. And I just see that Umarex is trying to fill that under $200 void that was in their lineup before. So anyway, stay tuned for more on this. Till next time, have a great day.